Hey there everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, to the finale! Now, you're going to notice there's no game audio right now, and that's because this is actually a post-commentary, and I don't really have the original audio available. Because unfortunately, I forgot that Final Fantasy VII was one of those games that crash closes when you finish the game. So that happened, and it corrupted my recording. It's really unfortunate, and I'm sorry to begin the final video this way. I tried to recover it, but no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get it to work. And at this point, I've completely lost the main audio file anyway. So, yeah. So you're probably wondering what you're actually watching right now. Well, I was able to recover about 4 minutes of the video. See, I had a plan to just record it in VLC Media Player. Like, I was going to record, the commentary, the game audio, and the video, like, all separately in VLC, because it seemed like VLC was, like, actually playing it, but unfortunately, a few minutes into recording, it's like my Bandicam would not detect it anymore, and it would just crash the recording. And unfortunately, why wasn't I expecting it to, crash while I was recording this freaking post commentary? But anyway, like I was trying to say though, I messed up with the freaking VLC. I messed up with the commentary in VLC and basically accidentally overwrote the actual main files. So yeah. So basically what I did was I talked to all the characters. I got all the items from them, and then I used all of the source items. I used all the source items on the party, and then I went back and I saved again in both slots. Okay, and with that, yeah, this is where the post commentary is going to end, and I'm just going to have to re-record everything. Yay! Well, let's actually do this now. You know, on the positive side, I actually did do a kind of bad job at fighting the second form of the final boss. So at least this has a chance to go better now. Let's mosey. That line. Alright, taking the normal party. Okay, so the way this part works is as we head down these platforms, there is a random chance that we'll get into a battle in each one that we jump on. Oh yeah, I need to, I'm used to these guys being called Iron Giants because of the later games. Oh yeah. Something I actually did was I turned Tifa basically into the Ultima user. Because Cloud's primary damage is coming from Ultima Weapon, and Barret, even though he may not seem like the type, he's going to actually be the main healer for this, and Tifa is going to be the magic user. Tifa and Barret, like, being a magic user and healer seems kind of odd, but that's just kind of how things turned out, I guess. Now, the reason Barret's the healer is because of White Wind. Because he's actually got the highest HP out of everyone, so that means he's actually the most effective user for that. Of course, you know, the amount that it restores still depends on how much current HP he has, but... well, yeah, point in case. Ah, another one of you. It is kind of shocking how ineffective that is. You'd think these guys would be weaker to, you know, magic damage as opposed to physical. Alright, time for Phase 1 of the final battle. Yep, one more Jenova fight. So yeah, this is Jenova Synthesis, which is, I guess, pretty much the ultimate form of Jenova. And I'm gonna try not to kill this thing too quickly, because this is a really good battle theme, and I'd like for it to play out. So yeah, I'm going to deliberately take this slow. I don't think it used to stop on me when I fought it before. I mean, it's probably done that in the past, but I just mean like on my previous attempt, oh, that doesn't heal stop. Well, shoot. Oh good, it wore off. Oh yeah, this skill, apparently it's actually like a permanent buff that lasts for the entire fight. And apparently it can stack up to like plus 100% of the base stat for magic and defense, so... So yeah, that would be good for the optional bosses. Oh, whoops. Yeah, wait, White Wind, okay. Yeah, you see why I was taking that slow. Welcome to the core of the planet. And there's the real Sephiroth. Okay, so the way this fight is going to work is we're going to have to make two parties. The first party is going to fight the first phase, and then the second party is going to be... Well, see, the second party is actually technically, like, their involvement is optional. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a sec, what the frick is going on? It let me make two parties last time. That line. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm... Okay, Okay, hold up. I need to go look this up. Okay, so... I learned something today. You know, maybe it's actually kind of a good thing that I ended up having to redo this, because now I get to explain this, but, apparently there's several factors that determine whether or not Bizarro Sephiroth will be fought with 1, 2, or even 3 parties, and I could have sworn I remembered fighting him with 3 parties way back in the past. Yeah, last night I fought him with 2 parties, and, well, the reason for that is because apparently it has to do with, among other things, how many turns Genova Synthesis gets, and I took longer killing her this time, or I guess, like, she got more turns than last time. Probably because I was waiting around, you know, more. Like, I had more attack animations going last night, I think, that, you know, meant that she got, like, less attacks in. But yeah, I think that was what ended up determining that I only got a single party this time. But yeah, there's a lot of different things, from how many turns go by in that fight, to the average party level, to obviously whether or not you've recruited the optional characters, and, Well, yeah. So basically, though, what happens in the multi... Well, actually, first off, I'll explain how this fight goes. See, the main target is, well, the main body of Bizarro Sephiroth, but he has a bunch of different parts you can attack. I don't think killing the head actually, you know, the thing that I just killed, I don't think it actually affects anything if you're not in a, multi-party situation, because basically each time you kill a part, the game gives you the option to switch to another party. So basically, the main goal of this fight is to kill all of the different parts of Sephiroth, like particularly his arms and shoulders, and once you take those down, the defense around the core will lower. And once the core's defense is gone, like it is now, I think Tifa took out most of the parts by herself. But yeah, once all the parts are gone, the core's defense will go down, and once you take down the core, he won't be able to use Bizarro Energy, which, you know, actually has a typo. It's Bizarro Energy. And it'll stop him from healing throughout the fight. But of course, if you're stupidly busted like my party is, you don't even really have to bother with that. You could just go for the, you know, just go for the main body and basically just out-damage his healing. But I figured I'd show it off the proper way. Oh shoot, I forgot he had this! Oh. Oh, Tifa, please don't kill him! Oh, thank goodness. That was actually scary. Because if it'd gone into the final phase of the fight with everybody at 1 HP, then, oh boy. But yes, in the multi-party version of the fight, basically, different parties will be able to attack different parts. So like in the 2-party version, it's like, you know, one party will be able to take down two, like one arm, basically. Like one party, like the main party will be able to take out his right shoulder, and then the other party will be able to take out his left shoulder. And there's also 2 cores to take out in that case. I had no idea there were, like, so many little things that could affect and change this fight. Also, another thing to note about it is, there's actually some factors that will increase the difficulty of the final phase, which we're probably going to get to after this. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to live through that. But anyway, like, see, there's some factors. If you get Knights of the Round and you use Knights of the Round on Genova Synthesis and Bizarro Sephiroth, then, like, for each one that you use Knights of the Round on, it'll actually increase the final form's HP. And it also increases depending on how many characters are at level 99. Anyway. Now for the song that everybody knows. Welcome to the final phase. Safer Sephiroth. Which I swear is fought inside of a Morning Glory cloud. Like, seriously, they're an actual thing. Like, look them up. They're like these giant cloud formations that roll. Like, they're relatively close to the ground for clouds, and they actually roll. Like, they're large, like, circular, like, tube clouds that roll. They're really interesting. I doubt that's actually where this is really taking place, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an inspiration for this battle background, though. Yeah, Saber Sephiroth is a lot stronger than Bizarro Sephiroth. But if you've got the HP plus materials all leveled up nice and good, then you can tank through his attacks. Actually, I don't know why I'm trying to heal, because he's about to use, you know, the infamous attack. Supernova. Yeah, unfortunately you can't actually do anything when Supernova's happening because it treats it like a summon animation. But yeah, welcome to probably the most overly dramatic attack animation in RPG history. Also, Pluto will always be a planet. I didn't mean to pause the game, I meant to take that off so this could be seen better. Misheard lyrics have ruined this song for me. There's frogs in Paris, Peter Pan, magic cheese. Oh wait, we need to cure Barrett's frogness. We beat him? Oh no, not yet. Oh, yeah, there we beat him. Alright, let's get out of here. Eh? What's going on? Yep, it's not over yet. One final showdown. So yeah, even if you don't get Omni Slash in the game, you still get it for use in the final battle. And that is the end. We have officially completed Final Fantasy VII. In the end, Aerith saved the planet. Because she became part of the live stream, she was able to guide it to Meteor and destroy it. So in the end, Sephiroth killing Aerith was what sealed his fate. From that moment, he'd lost. So yeah, that has been Final Fantasy VII. The game which pretty much popularized RPGs in the West, at least Japanese RPGs. It's certainly what popularized the Final Fantasy series. That said, you know, a lot of people disagree. Like, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy game. Like, honestly, that spot is almost always fought over between 8 and 9. 8 for the nostalgia because it was the first RPG I ever played, and 9 because it's genuinely a masterpiece. But Final Fantasy VII's still a really good game, and, you know, for a long time, like, I enjoyed the game on my first playthrough, but as the years went on, I kind of came to consider the game to be sort of boring, like, after getting out of Midgar. Do I still have that opinion? Honestly, not really. Like, it's not the most exciting story, but it's a good game. You know, let me explain what I mean by this, by the way. So, see, I've actually realized why I thought that this game got kind of boring after Midgar, and you see, the reason is because I've realized that Final Fantasy VII is kind of different from a lot of RPGs in how it plays out and, like, its pacing, because you see, a lot of RPGs, it's like, they're gonna have, you know, like, multiple major villains, and they usually have a part that's, like, maybe about midway through the game, you know, there's like a sort of mid-game climax or something, or some huge dungeon or event that, you know, feels like it's potentially the end of the game, and then you find out, oh, that's only like half the story, or, you know, there was like another villain pulling the strings behind everything. Like, that's how most RPGs go, and it's like, as you go throughout the game, there's usually like very clear objectives that you're working towards, you know, it's like, there's usually like really big dungeons, and, you know, things you have to solve, like crises that you have to like resolve in different populations, and like, you know, things like that. But Final Fantasy VII, it doesn't really have much like that. It's like, at the beginning of the game, you know, you have the clear objectives of blowing up the reactors, and then, you know, taking down Shinra, and, you know, raiding their HQ. But once you get outside of Midgar, it's like, the main objective is clear: pursue Sephiroth. But other than that, it's like, along the way, there's not really a lot of major stuff that happens. You just kind of wander from location to location, and like, you see stuff going on as you travel. Like, you see Shinra doing some things, and, you know, you hear like word of Sephiroth, and it's like you're following his shadow basically throughout the whole game. But there's never really any big thing where you go off of that path to like fight another villain, or to like, you know, spend like a few hours in like a single location to like solve some kind of, you know, thing going on in like, you know, the locales or something. Like, I don't know, it's like, It feels like a very straight shot, basically, like kind of from Midgar to the end. Like, y'all know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like the pacing and the progression feels a little different from like other Final Fantasy games, both before and after 7, because it feels more like a journey, like rather than truly being on a mission or, like, I guess it just feels like a journey, basically. And honestly, the story itself, like, once you actually understand the story, it's really good. Like, there was for many years, I didn't really understand a lot of, like, the aspects of the story, like, like Cloud's identity crisis and, like, the whole thing with, like, the Genova experiments and the reunion thing. Like, when I actually understood all of that, then the story is actually really deep and well told, but there's a lot of, like, information that you have to kind of look for that isn't just straight up, told along the main story. Now, as soon as this cutscene's over, I've got to be sure to end the recording before the game closes out. Now, I guess in the meantime, I can go ahead and say closings here as we overlook the ruins of Midgar. So yes, that has been Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, and, it's not completely over yet, because I will be fighting the optional weapons and, finishing up that kind of side stuff and stuff. So I hope y'all enjoyed, take care, God bless.